Hey guys, I wanted to show you a couple of things that we're doing on this house before we get started. And I wanted to remind you that it's really important to keep lots of extra goodies with you. So in here, we obviously have some trash bags that we're going to use to bag up debris, things like that. We've got everything from oxalic acid to vinegar to SH. And LA Awesome. In here, you've got a spare sprayer. You've got a really heavy duty degreaser. I'll show you, these are just things that you can pick up from your general stores. This is Dawn heavy duty degreaser. That's good on hoods and things like that, barbecue stains, that type of thing. Really, really important to have all of these little things here. And then, of course, if you know the best degreaser on the market is Gold Assassin, but if you can keep some of this on board, a little Zep Purple Industrial degreaser, it's a caustic degreaser and it certainly works. So I just wanted to stress the importance of having lots of different types of products on board. Because certain things work for certain stains. Like I said, Double Eagle by Front 9 Restoration is a great product. Gold Assassin is a great product. Those are great degreasers. But when you're doing a lot of residential stuff, there's all kinds of little stains. I even keep Simple Green. So I have a dilution bottle in here of Simple Green. You can see that right there. There's a lot of things that you can be doing out there. That a lot of chemicals that you can be using that are just general, regular do-it-yourself chemicals that work really, really effectively. I'm going to show you what we did on this barbecue stain. What we're doing is we're allowing it to sort of eat up all of the food and grease. Dig down into the concrete. So we pre-treated it with that Dawn hood cleaner, the degreaser, and then we also used we also used the Simple Green to sort of penetrate down deep. Now what that's going to do is once I surface clean it, after having laid my SH and surfactant on there, then I will degrease the stain again with a caustic degreaser, I'll be using the Zep Purple Industrial Degreaser on that one, and a little Dawn soap, and it'll come out just perfect. So we're about to get set up, but one of the things I wanted to show you is on this house, there's a lot of areas that are, unsure of. So if you're unsure of something, take care of it. So here is a Blink camera, and you can see how I've wrapped that so that no water can come off. Here is a Blink doorbell, and you can see how I've created a little spot here for the water to come over, and then I've sealed it tight so nothing can get up in there or get anywhere near there. There is an outlet. That outlet is exposed on both sides, so I made sure to not just tape the outlet itself, but the sides so that nothing can get through there. These little small things can really save you in the long run, because more often than not, you'll never need that type of protection. I was doing a stone wall a few years ago, and the socket was set into the stone, where the grout was. It was a slated stone, and the socket was, in there, and I thought I could trickle around it, and the next thing you know, the water didn't affect it, but when the SH ran down, you could smell the black smoke, you could see the black smoke, you could smell it, and it has shorted out that socket. So we swapped that socket out. It was no big deal. The house was under renovation, and they were aware of the faulty wiring and just the horrific condition that this house. It was a really nice house, but it was being restored. So fortunately, they were very cool about that. So ever since then, about 4 years ago, I just make sure that I take care of things. This is completely exposed, this outlet here, so we went ahead and taped that completely off. This outlet here, and you can see how I create sort of a so when the water runs down, it's going to run over and nothing can get in whatsoever. We have a camera here, so we've wrapped that camera really nicely. We went ahead and covered the outlets that are exposed on the strip there, the power strip, and then this is some type of an electronic device. So we made sure the whole backing is covered really, really well, and then wrap around the front, tape off so that no water can get in there whatsoever. We also have another camera over here, which is no big deal. I'm not going to be laying a lot of stuff, but I do need to get all of this clean in through here. And so in order to protect this housing unit here, we made sure to to make sure that that was done as well. These are the barbecue grease stains, and you can see how my solution is just sort of eating away and letting that drip. So you can see how heavy and nasty that is. So that has that Dawn degreaser, hood degreaser on there. And then it also has the Zep on there as well. I'm just letting that cook in there. That's from the barbecue and whatever else they were, maybe did a turkey for Thanksgiving or something, and it bubbled over. So we're gonna make that look absolutely brand new. But you can't make this look really brand new, because as you can see, it's really old and pretty nasty. But we're getting this place prepared so that the new tenants can come in and feel nice about their house and not have the vinyl siding look like that. I mean, can you believe what that looks like? I mean, look at this, guys. It looks like a haunted mansion. Look at this. Oh, hi, this is my house. This is where I live. I mean, this is Central Florida, northern Central Florida, on the beach. You know what I mean? This is not, some, mountain town. There's really nice homes around here, but this one has not been maintained, guys. So some people like to spruce up the outside of their house, and other people just walk inside and forget that the outside exists. And that's why I come in, to make sure that things are maintained and look beautiful. This is going to be quite a project, and look forward to the after video. I just wanted to show you how important it is to keep extra spray bottles on, because you don't always want to make a pump up spray or mixture of oxalic acid. So if you have a small sprayer, you can treat a spot. Now with oxalic acid, let's say you're removing a rust stain from anywhere. Let's say there's a rust stain right there. Well, you can't spot treat that. You have to go from control joint to control joint. Okay? You have to do the entire pad, and that way you get a uniform color match. And there's a way to do that. Craig Harrison is a master with Front 9 Restoration. He has a video. He'll show you how to apply it, how to brush it to reactivate the salts, and how to lay it on. You do use a broom, and you can do it with a garden hose. So I have oxalic acid, I have LA Awesome, I have multiple products that I use to help me, number one, keep costs down. That way we keep profits much greater. And number two, to produce results. So, it doesn't make any sense to, let's say you're doing a $500, $600 job and you've got $300 in chemicals in the job. That's, you're not going to stay in business like that. So, you have to be mindful, and you have to be able to test things. Throughout the years, I've been testing things that work, that are effective, and other things that are just absolute garbage. There is a lot of garbage out there. So, if you can stay away from Walmart and stay away from Lowe's and Home Depot as best you can, you'll be a lot better off. But there are some, like that Dawn hood cleaner, like that Zep Purple, like LA Awesome, which is an as seen on TV product. There's a lot of products out there that are really good in our industry. So if you have questions, feel free to ask me. And I just wanted to show you how to properly tape off your electrics, cameras, things like that. Make sure you're, doing your property protection, and make sure that you have plenty of stuff on board, because you never know what you're going to run into. Now, they didn't pay for a rust iron and sulfur service, nor are they interested in that. I do charge a couple $100 for that, depending on the size of the stain, the degree, and the type of product that I'm going to be using. It's going to be a lot less expensive if I'm using oxalic acid versus F9 bark, or something that I'm paying $50, $60 a gallon for. Most products you can get for about $48, $49, $52 a gallon, but that's expensive. So, you can get 4 pounds of oxalic acid. Actually, you can get 10 pounds of oxalic acid for about $30 some. So, you do the math. Anyway, now oxalic acid does not work as well on certain types of stains. Irrigation stains it works perfect on, but your iron stains from hardware, it's not near as effective as a bark. Bark is the only thing I use. F9 bark is the only thing I use for battery acid. I know Trudy Wickham with the Panhandle Power Wash Supply has been putting out a rust remover. There's a few of them out there. So try your solutions, see what happens, leave me comments, and I am about to shoot this very, very dirty fence and house. Just take a look at that. I mean, it is really heavy. You know, that is gonna make a great before and after. So I like it when it's dirty. I'll show you this one over here too. You got to see this. I mean, this is a fence that has not been shown proper love. You know what I mean? So we're gonna make this white vinyl turn, and we're gonna get onto it. But you can see all the rust that needs to be done around the property. Now I will speak to the homeowner and let them know, you know, because they're 4 hours south of here, let them know that there's a great deal of rust. So when we come back to do the driveway and the walkway, the front foyer, things like that, we'll let them know that that service is definitely needed. I usually look at the amount of chemical that I'm going to be using and the amount of hours that it's going to take me to do the process. So have a great day. Keep cleaning. Bye-bye. Off we go. Time to shoot. We're going to roll this up there. That's 20 gallons of sodium hypochlorite and surfactant, and we're going to add our water to that to create our batch mix for the house wash, and we're going to be ready to transform this property. We are going to lay a solution into our pump up sprayer. This is just a standard bleach sprayer that you can pick up from Ace Hardware. They're cheap, you know, 25-30 bucks, and they last forever. I do like the Husqvarnas a lot, but these have been really stand up as far as the trigger is concerned. The nickel-plated poppet inside the trigger on the Husqvarnas end up leaking after a while. So, and I was replacing a lot of triggers. So I went with these inexpensive jobs from Ace Hardware, and you know, they're really good with bleach and acids thus far. So we are gonna fill that up with straight SH after we rinse this wall down, and we'll treat that wall. We'll let that stuff cook on there, and we'll rinse it off. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.